We're here with Megan Cullerton and Jill Potsaid. They are part of Human Harmonies, and they are master teachers. We appreciate you coming on the show.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about what it is you guys do.
So at Human Harmonies, we teach internal arts. We teach Tai Chi, Qigong, and Bagua, which basically, I think a lot of people may be familiar with Tai Chi, maybe not as much with Qigong, but it focuses on the breath and gentle movements to help develop strength, flexibility, and help to increase mobility, stability with a lot of people. When we talk to a lot of people, when we talk about martial arts, they think of hard styles like karate, or maybe in an octagon where they have to, have to fight a little bit. But
So you don't have a cage?
no,
Okay.
none of that. But I bring that up because there are more martial arts like Tai Chi and Qigong. Tai Chi is considered a martial art that people aren't aware of, and all of the health benefits that they can get from it. So those are the styles that we focus on teaching.
So a little similar to yoga in some respects, as far as fine muscle movements and things like that?
I'd say it's similar but different. There are yoga type movements, but a lot of what we do focuses can be in range, I guess, to go with the different ranges. I'm sure similar to yoga, we focus on the breath. But a lot of the forms and movements, if you take the Yang style Tai Chi, it has 108 movements, and the movements are put together in a sequence. So it's not just holding postures or focusing on strength and stability. It's actually the development that you get, right brain, left brain, working both sides of the body, going through various forms. We have shorter forms as well that aren't as long that you can learn, but putting all of that together really helps to develop the body and the brain, so it's mind and body.
So how does it work? Is it class-based, or is it kind of like on a freestyle? I mean, how do you guys work that?
Yep, so we have different introductory programs, and so it's by monthly membership. So you choose you can come in and try a class in either of those programs, and then you have a month to give it a try. So within a month, you should really start to be able to see results. So you can try either the introductory Qigong program or more of a Tai Chi focused program. And then from there, students proceed into our main program, which is called the full body program, where we start to bring in more of the other movements, the Bagua, and the other martial arts.
Now, what does like a typical first class look like for somebody?
Typical first class, every lesson has the same format. So we start with some deep breathing, then we move into a warm-up to warm up all the joints, get everything moving, and then we move into the content of the lesson. So whatever it is that we're working on for that day.
Is it physically hard, or is it just something where, you just have to have good mental focus? How is that?
It can be. So one of the great things about it is you can make it as challenging or not as possible, or as you'd like to. So the Qigong program, for example, is accessible to anyone of any age, any physical ability. Within that, you can take each movement and make it much more physically challenging for the body. So, and the same with Tai Chi. What you would do is you would maybe adjust the position of the foot or the knee to make it a little less strenuous, whether you're working on a shoulder or knee rehabilitation. But you can also make it much more physically intense by getting into a lower position, or there are other ways. So it can be within the movement, you can have a big range there.
Now, you guys are master instructors. What does it take to get from, beginner
I'm working on it.
Okay.
I'm not there yet.
Okay. Well, what does it take to get there, and what kind of journey have you guys taken?
So for myself, I've been training now for 36 years, and I started out young, doing all of the different martial arts, training under various masters, and back in 2002, we founded our own style, Body Mind Systems, and it really just takes a lot of practice, time, and consistency. And just, staying with it. And once I started teaching, I think I've just stuck with it ever since, because being able to see other people get the same benefits that I've received is extremely motivating. And since I've been teaching for so long, you end up finding ways that you can work with different individuals. So one of the things that I actually specialize in is working with people with body issues, typically back, knees, hips, shoulders. Back and hips and knees are generally problematic, and what we're finding with the population today, is a lot of people not as young as they used to be, and they really kind of want to get back into doing all of the activities that they do. But like Jill said, we can accommodate any age. It doesn't matter. But what we're finding is that a lot of people are looking for what we do with Tai Chi and Qigong, so that they can do something a little bit more gentle, so that they can get back to their rigorous physical activity that they're used to.
What do you think helps? Is it because it's a lot more like stretching type? I mean, what are the benefits there?
I think that we work the entire body. We work the joints as they're designed to be. But what we're able to do is adjust for each individual. So even though we have group classes, Jill or I, or depending on the instructor that's running the class, we'll make sure that we know ahead of time, okay, where is everybody at physically? What exactly do they need? And we're able to make those adjustments during the class so that they can learn it. We focus on correct joint alignment. That's really important. And then making sure that we're able to have individuals be able to stretch and strengthen and go through those things at their pace and with what they can do with their range of motion. And consistency, and over time, you start to see those results.
Now, you guys are located in Chelmsford, correct?
Yes.
Where is your actual facility?
We are on Alpine Lane, so we're on the same side as the post office and across from the Hong and Kong.
That's awesome. Are you open to everybody, all ages? What's
Yes.
the range for most part?
Currently all adults,
Okay.
yes. In the future, we're likely be expanding, but currently adults of all ages.
Now, I know, it's just a general customer to businesses. Sometimes people get nervous. They don't, they're not sure what it's all about. I know you said somebody can attend a class. What's the easiest way to kind of understand what you're doing and kind of get into the flow of it?
The easiest way is to come in and try a class. And if someone is feeling intimidated about trying a first lesson, then we can set up a time outside of the regular class schedule to go through. But to come in and experience it, and then that takes away that fear of the unknown. They can go to the website or give us a call and we can set that up.
You guys are they actually set appointment type classes that you have, or is it kind of free flow throughout the day?
So we do have scheduled classes on our humanharmonies.com website that everyone can go and see. And like Jill said, everyone's welcome to come in and try a class for free. That's fine. And then like we said, if you're not comfortable coming in just because you don't know, we'll schedule a time for you to come in outside of our normal class times based on your schedule, so that you can come in and see what we're all about.
Would it be better if they called ahead of time, or?
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
I
Yeah,
figured.
so we can set up a time, yes.
What is the best way to reach you guys? What is the best way to find out more information about your business?
You can come by, certainly. We are online at www.humanharmonies.com, and so there's a way to contact us through there, or give us a call. Our phone number is 978-656-8129.
Now, you've got all these different styles. What is kind of the difference between them? Like the difference between Tai Chi and, how do you pronounce it? Bagua?
Bagua
Bagua?
and Qigong.
Yeah.
So Qigong is, Qi is work, or Qi is energy, and Gong is work. And so it's a way to start to work with your energy. The movements and the protocols tend to be a little bit more, I'm going to say shorter movements, focusing in on different areas. We have certain protocols that work on the back that focus on moving and breathing together. We actually did a study that we are waiting on the results, or we have the preliminary results with Dartmouth Hitchcock, and one of our partners in Arizona, Zen Wellness, on one of our Qigong protocols called the Golden Qi Ball. And they found that individuals who practice that once per week for a half hour over 12 weeks, and it did improve balance and stability, and that's really what the study was all about. So we're looking forward to publishing those results and doing more evidence-based studies with Dartmouth-Hitchcock. Tai Chi is basically similar to Qigong, but it takes the movements, puts them together into particular sequences. So it's working on different body controls and principles that focus on foot, waist, arms. So understanding how your weight shifts, understanding how to move the body properly in the correct alignment. So I'm sure a lot of people who have seen Tai Chi in the park, either locally or in China or whatever the case may be, and it looks fairly easy. It's actually very challenging, develops a lot of strength. And so what we do is we break it down and we focus on control movements first. So it's not like you're going to go learn a whole form in one day. No, we just start with a movement at a time, focusing on controls, understanding, learning your body, and then slowly putting it together. When we get into Bagua and Kung Fu, Bagua is people may have heard of the I Ching, or the Book of Changes. So it follows the octagon, and there's 8 palms that go with that, 8 animals, and it starts to get into more intense forms that focus on coiling and twisting and various positions to really challenge the body, and getting into different breathing sets. So if you want more information about that, please come in and see us.
Yeah.
But it's, if you're familiar with the I Ching and talking about the octagon and all the different things that go with it, we also teach and take time to focus in on the seasonal protocols and the elements and how that ties in. So we don't just teach the form and the movement, but we also teach the philosophies that go with the form and the movement, so that there's a certain way that you practice with each season. Which makes it, I think, a little bit more interesting as well.
So you change it up depending on the season as far as what moves and things like that?
Yes.
That's awesome. What brought you guys to Chelmsford? Are you from Chelmsford, or?
Well, I actually originally am from Chelmsford, although I haven't lived here for quite a while. I did live on Parker Road
Oh, nice.
when I was a kid. So, but my parents have since moved out of Chelmsford, so it's nice to be back. But Chelmsford is a great location. There's a lot of support, and I was very surprised actually when I came back to Chelmsford at the immediacy with which people were so willing to help, and good neighbors in terms of businesses, but also just the people. So it's a good place to be. I'm enjoying it so far. I like being back.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you got Jimmy's Pizza and you got the Hong Kong. I don't know if that's doing anything good for people's health, but no, they're great businesses. But.
Well, it's great because you come in, work yourself, you get hungry, you can just go across the street.
Absolutely. Well, why don't you give everybody one more time contact information, so if they want to visit your establishment, they can?
Sure. The phone number is 978-656-8129, and our website is www.humanharmonies.com.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you coming on the show, and we hope people get an opportunity to check you out. It sounds very interesting.
Yes, thank you
so
very
much.
much.
You're welcome.